hydroponic flush and maintenance. I have my RO water that's also been deionized in those jugs. pH water meter is available. Then I have my pH up and down. That is sustainable by Bloom City. Highly recommend them. I also use SLF 100. That's my enzymatic cleanser. And then provided by Garden, I have the food that I'm going to put into the water. I am doing a insecticide treatment that is plant-based, and the company I prefer is Arbor Bioinsecticide. I mix it with water and Castile soap, so that is a binder to get onto the plants, and it's also an insecticide itself that's not toxic by using the soap. Spray every surface of the leaves. You want to get underneath because most bugs go underneath the leaves. I had a thrips outburst because I didn't do pesticide before, so definitely recommend. The pH meter, I'm testing the water before I add any of the additives. The RO water is always higher at first and then it comes down. The reason that pH is important when it comes to plants is they all have their ideal range. Most vegetables are between 5.5 and 6.5. When you provide that type of environment, your nutrient intake is going to be better. If it's too acidic or too alkaline, it will not occur. That's why you just threw out. So now I'm putting in the enzymatic cleanser. What that does is it keeps your roots clean and your system. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add into the per amount for hydroponics. The reason you want your roots clean because it better intakes food, which is what I'm using by the Garden. RO water and using the enzymatic cleanser is going to help the intake of the nutrients because it makes sure there's no barriers to the roots and you don't have the film. So I just mix it in really well because that was a powder, it's water soluble. Next, what I'm going to do is check my roots. I could shove in what I can, but I try to trim around and not make sure the roots go past the pod section. I'm going to test the pH again to see where I am at. I think I'm going to have to raise it. So let's see. Yep, that is very acidic, so now I have to use the pH up, and then I'll see where I'm at. The enzymatic cleanser does stay in a neutral pH, but the food does change it, so this is why you test also after the additives.